Okay, so hey there my dudes, I am Laddie and welcome to another video. Let me just put my little, look at him, he's a little bat boy. Anyway, happy Halloween month. You know the title of this video, you know what it's about. I haven't posted in a month because I've kind of been going through a crisis. It's not to do with my identity. I mean, I at the moment really like how I'm looking. I like how my face shape is, my facial hair, how everything like that is. There have been a few issues with my transition. One being I've had a lot of things in the long run that I can't treat while on testosterone, and have it not affect my health, and also my hairline, which is another thing which I will get into. So yeah, at the moment I am thinking, I'm very back and forth on this, and I might double back and not actually do it, but I'll speak about that all later. But at the moment I'm currently not going to take my next testosterone shot. I have the Nebido right here. I take Nebido now, I get it injected. I'm just about to get my bloods tested, and when they say, when do you want to book in your shot, I'm going to say I'm not going to get it. This is, it's a very back and forth decision. I'm very on or off about it, but I spoke to my endocrinologist this morning. I will start by telling you the reasons why. As I mentioned, I'm having some health issues. I thought it was atrophy. It probably is atrophy, but the person on the phone also said it could not be atrophy. It could be the issues that I'm having with that particular area, and pain and bacterial vaginosis infections and things like that. Those kind of issues might not necessarily get solved by just Avestin in the long run I'm talking about. And also in the long run, I don't want to be dependent on hormones forever. However, I know that estrogen being in the body will change a lot of things. Some things it won't change, so I'm going to discuss that in a future video, what it will change and what it won't, based on what I've heard on the internet. In full detail, I'll speak a little bit about it in this video as well. So yeah, my plans are to stop taking testosterone. I'm just going to go cold turkey. My doctor, endocrinologist I spoke to this morning, said that I could have a bad reaction to going cold turkey, I could not, so I'm going to get some Testogel just in case I get ill from it or I have some undesired effects. I've been very methodical. I've done all my research online, based on other people who stopped taking testosterone who are trans, what happens with that. And I've also taken medical advice rather than just, watching videos of what happens. I've also spoken to my endocrinologist, who has actually advised that it's always best to not be on this testosterone because of what it does to your organs, what it does to your brain, in terms of that area of your brain may not be able to produce estrogen again in the future, and you'd be reliant on the testosterone, and it can cause shortening of lifespan, and it can cause other issues in the future. But the main thing that started it off was my hairline. It might not seem that bad now, but I know that my mum's side of the family, they all have comb overs, and I'm just not there for that. I can show you guys quickly what my hair is doing. It's currently a mess right now, but my hairline is here, which I know is kind of like a male hairline, but if you look at that, and then also on that side, what my hair is kind of doing, I'm not there for that. And so I wear hats a lot at the moment. And this decision is a massive decision, and I want to say this is not me wanting to detransition, because I still would count myself as being in a transition in life. I'm still trans, I still identify as a dude most of the time, I'd say. I sometimes can be a bit fluid, so I like to sort of describe my gender as a sprinkle of fluidity, but mostly I'm happy looking like this. if my hair wasn't an issue and if my health wasn't so bad based on, you know, lower health, I probably wouldn't even think of going off testosterone. But at the moment, my pros of going off testosterone is my hairline will stop going back, and it might even grow back a tiny bit. And also I will have better lower function in terms of having sexual partners, and also the pain and the infections should go away, hopefully. Yes, my menstruation cycle will start again. I'm going to be using words, if you haven't assumed already in this video, that are like that. So if you don't want us to hear about that stuff, feel free to click off. You've heard generally what I'm doing. But yeah, my period will start back up. I'm not dysphoric about that. I'm not dysphoric about having a period. The pros of that side being that particular thing with my hair and stuff. The cons being what can happen when your body kind of refeminizes a little bit. So I've done so much research, and I'll generally give you the gist here. I might make a fully in-depth video in the future where I list every possible thing in the future if you guys want. But when you stop testosterone, a few things happen, and the estrogen causes your fat redistribution to go back to a more female pattern in terms of, you know, bigger hips. My shoulders, which you guys know is something that I've worked on so much, they might get smaller and my muscle mass might reduce. Well, it will reduce. However, I have been absolutely the most nervous about my muscle mass. I don't care about the hips so much anymore. I just don't want my shoulders to be smaller than my hips. But that is going to require me to work out so much. But I've been following a lot of female, I couldn't find any trans men who've gone off testosterone who are also doing muscle mass stuff. I haven't been able to find that because it's very niche. And I will be providing that content, by the way. But I have been following recently a lot of female sort of, you know, not just bodybuilders, but people who are female that work out a lot and work on their muscles. And I've been following them, and I know it is possible. It just takes so much more work. And so I'm going to go off testosterone. At the moment, I'm not going to go back on it. I understand sometimes your facial hair does lighten a bit, and luckily my voice will stay the same, but some of my face structure might stay the same, but it also might go slightly back to, you know, the more, you know, chubbier cheeks. However, if I stay, I'm stumbling. If I stay lean and I stay muscular, there shouldn't be much fat to go back to that point. It'll just maintain my muscles in this area. So I'm just going to have to do absolute badass workouts. And some of these forms of these women that I see who are doing exercise, they're more masculine than my form right now. And they started off being skinnier than I was, you know, skinnier than I was before. So I feel like even though it's going to be harder for my health and for my hair and for all that kind of stuff in the long run, it might be best if I try and live with estrogen but also still maintain a mildly masculine body shape by working out just so much. And I've spoken to my endocrinologist this morning. She explained to me the long-term negative effects of being on testosterone for a very long time. She obviously said, you know, that she understands the dysphoria part of it, but that if I could try and go off of it, that would be great. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go off of testosterone. At the moment it's the winter months, so I can cover up a bit if I don't like how my form is changing, and then decide if I want to get back on. But I spoke to her, and she said that if I wanted to call her back and get back on testosterone, I have the tester gel to use immediately if I start feeling very dysphoric, so that I can apply that myself, and then I can call them up immediately, and I've got Libido, and I can get that booked in to be injected as soon as if I get really bad dysphoria from any of the changes that happen off of testosterone. Going cold turkey, I might feel nauseous, there might be other bad changes. I will be documenting and making an almost docu-series of everything that is happening going off of testosterone in detail. I'm even going to get a quick video of my body and show you photo changes of what my body has changed during that time. So it's all very interesting stuff. At the moment, my injection was going to be due on the 19th of October. It's currently the 14th of October, so I have 5 days until, you know, I'm meant to be sort of detransitioning. I'm going to take a photo today, then I'm going to take a photo, you know, every few days, or every week or something as my going off of testosterone continues. If there's anything you'd like me to include in this, and if you want to see this happen and see whether I can maintain masculinity, the masculine look, whilst also being fully back on estrogen, I don't know if it's going to be possible, but I'm going to damn well try. So subscribe, click the notification bell. I'm stuttering because it's such a nerve-wracking thing to, you know, get your head around. The idea of it took me so long to get on testosterone, now I'm sort of choosing to get off, both for my health and for my hair, because I'm not happy with where it's going right now. And I'd like to stop it before it goes any further back. I must mention about my hair. My endocrinologist did say, obviously most trans men would not want to go off of testosterone, but my endocrinologist did say, and I did not remember the name, I will have to email, but they did say there is an option that's 80 to 90% effective to prescribe me for my hair if I wanted to stay on testosterone. So apparently I could have stayed on testosterone and, you know, keep my hair with this thing that they can prescribe me that also works with trans men who are transitioning and on testosterone, but also works and doesn't block any testosterone, but blocks probably the DHT to the hair follicles or something like that. So there is an option if I want to get back on testosterone and I'm not happy with the hair thing. I will be able to get that if, you know, something's making me dysphoric when I go off testosterone. It's going to be an interesting one. And as I said, let me know in the comments down below what you'd like me to speak about in terms of that. I feel like there wasn't enough information on the internet about that, as in detail detransition. Well, I don't like to call it detransition because it isn't. I'm still trans. My identity hasn't changed. It's just I want to try this out and see if this works for me. In some ways I feel envy sometimes, but I like that muscles, I like that muscular more form, so it's going to be tough. I'm going to have to work my ass off. But yeah, if you want me to include anything in this series, let me know. I know there's quite a few NB people or trans mask and stuff people who are on the channel. It might even work, the training program I'm doing might even work for pre-T people. One thing I am going to do is, my mum used to be a bodybuilder. You guys might have seen my mum on my channel, but I don't think she described herself as that, but she basically used to be a bodybuilder. She did all of the weight training. She, you know, lifted with the big lads at the gym. She did all of the massive barbell weights and presses, and back in the 80s, there's a photo of her, which I will try to find. If I don't put it in this video, it'll be in a future video I'm going to do with my mum. And yeah, she was actually more muscular than I am now when she was pregnant with me. And before she started working out, she was skinnier than I was when I hadn't even transitioned, and I was very skinny. So I don't really have much excuse, because yes, she used to go to the gym a lot, but I could do that and fit that around my uni schedule if I just got up early or I went late, type of thing. So yeah, there's a photo of her and she's got massive biceps, and she could do 100 and something push-ups. She could do pull-ups, which I can't even do now easily. I can do chin-ups and things, but pull-ups are super hard. And she could bench and you know, dumbbell curl and all that kind of stuff way more than I could now. So I feel like I don't have much of an excuse. I'm going to make a future video where my mum is basically going to Rocky train me from the movies. We're going to have a training montage where she's going to try and teach me how best to build muscle like she used to back in the 80s, before she got pregnant with me. But yeah, she's going to train me how she used to get muscular with estrogen dominant system back in the 80s and how she got that strong and that muscular. And yeah, she's basically going to teach me how to do that, and I'm going to try and keep up with my musculature and maybe even get more muscular. Maybe I can just defeat the system, but I'm going to have to work hard and I'm going to have to be disciplined. I know I'm ranting on and half you guys have probably buggered off at this point in the video. Thank you guys for continuing watching me go on about it, but I've been staying up all night worried about this shape change, and if my muscles are going to change, or if I'm going to get that. I used to have a sort of tiny chin and like chubby cheeks, and I really didn't like it. So if I stay lean, if I stay muscular, with all hard work, that shape change shouldn't happen as much. Yeah, I'll get bigger hips and bigger butt, but if I can keep my shoulders big through workout, hopefully the muscle that I'm continually working out shouldn't degrade. I might be weaker, but I'm hoping that I can keep it up by working hard, basically. I will do a full video of the actual benefits of having an estrogen dominant system in working out. It might not, have easier muscle growth, but there are a lot of other benefits where, you have higher stamina on certain things. So yeah, that's this video. That's the update I'm giving you guys. I'll make sure I keep you guys updated and give you guys timelines of how my body has changed. Yeah, just in case any of you guys were thinking of actually going off of testosterone, but you don't want to have to change that body shape or have the body shape changed. It'll take a lot of work, but I'll show you how I'm gonna try and do it, and I'll let you know if it's possible. And if it isn't, I might be going back on, but who knows? It's really freeing to finally say it because it's been all in my head for so long. But yeah, I'm gonna try and defy biology. I mean, trans people in general do that, but me especially now. Yeah, so thanks for watching me ramble about my gender and expression crises. It isn't really a gender crisis because I've never been more comfortable with who I am, which is why I think I've been able to even so much as think about not taking testosterone anymore because I'm more comfortable in who I am. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video where I rant about Dave Chappelle. And it's a commentary video, and I basically just get angry. I'm in the exact same position as I am in this video, but yeah, I get annoyed and I rant. I don't know if at the end of this video I should show my form right now. I think I might do that. I've said goodbye 3 times and I haven't actually left. So I'm gonna do that before I say goodbye. Can you see me? So at the moment, this is my form, this is what we're sort of looking at. I still have those sort of big hip, and I don't feel like that's gonna change. There might be more fat will go here, and maybe I'll get a nicer butt, that would be nice. Yeah, so at the moment, this is what I look like from the front. I quite like I've always liked, at the moment my shoulders are a tiny bit down because I haven't been working on them. I just worked on my chest yesterday. One thing I wanted to mention is that I spoke to I called up my surgeon, and my endocrinologist suggested that I ask them if they'd removed all of my sort of breast tissue. So that it doesn't grow back, and the person on the phone said, oh yeah, Miles Berry would have removed all of that. So apparently all of my chest tissue has been removed, so that means that there won't be an issue with it growing back afterwards. And I think I remember him saying that to me as well, but I needed to make sure because I would never want it to grow back. So at the moment I'm hoping I can keep some sort of musculature here. It's going to be harder, it's going to be tougher. I'm going to have to get on that grind, go to the gym every morning, do my push-ups, and make sure I keep up with it. So the shoulders are, they're probably going to get smaller, and my neck's probably going to get smaller and stuff. But at the moment, my waist is probably going to get even smaller than it is now, but then my hips will be bigger. I have a weirdly small waist. I have no clue why, but whatever. At the moment, that's sort of the side. I always have this bump here after surgery. I don't know why. So yeah, at the moment, this is me. I guess sort of 5 days before I'm meant to get my next testosterone shot. Can't even see if I'm in the frame. I am in the frame. Yeah, I really like my current form. I could get, you know, more muscular, but I know that going off of testosterone is really going to lower that, how muscular I am, and also my chest hair and like stomach hair is gonna go finer. Apparently it mostly stays, but it depends on my genetics. I was quite hairy before anyway, so to be fair, it might stay. I'm just worried about my shoulders going down, which I know they probably will. I guess we will find out. I can't really show you I'm gonna do measurements, I think. On the last day, on the 19th, I'm gonna measure my shoulders, my biceps, my chest, you know, my waist. I'm going to do a full body measurement, and then, you know, I'm going to do that weekly. And I will be working out, and I will also make sure I track every workout I do, how many reps I can do, if those reps are reducing, or if I feel like I'm okay with them. I will be putting everything into this docuseries. I do love doing docuseries. And you know that I like to do things in a lot of detail. As my science uni stuff, I always like to do it like almost a lab report. So I will definitely be keeping you guys up to date with everything that is happening. But yeah, as you can see, whenever I do stuff like that, I hate that my hairline is being shit recently, so I'm just gonna cover that back over. But yeah, oh my god, what is my hand doing? I'm sorry this video has gone on for so long, but I just think it's important for me to say what's going on, because it's going to be soon that I'm going to be changing quite a bit, and I think I owe it to you guys who've been here with me this long on my journey on the channel.